Today we're going to talk about if it seems like quarantining on cruise ships is going to come to an end, which sailings still have lots of capacity left and the cruise line is really trying to sell, and also what you need to do to make sure you get your money back from the cruise line. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Friday. It is September 23rd of 2022. It happens to be our youngest son's birthday today. And so if you watch, happy birthday, love. Now, I want to start off with a couple of questions because I'm really hoping to get lots of feedback from you on it. My two questions are this. Number one, have any of you received anything from Princess or any other cruise line if you are going to go on a cruise that is departing from Greece? They're in Athens. Let us know what they're telling you the protocols are. And then also, are any of you getting phone calls from a Princess contractor that signed up for that sweepstakes to win a new cruise associated with their new partnership with NASCAR? I have a lot I'm going to talk to you about tomorrow with all to do with that and Princess, and so I would like your feedback on that. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on with quarantining on cruise ships. So as you all might be aware, ever since the cruising restart, all the cruise ships have had to leave some cabins available for passengers who test positive to be able to quarantine when they're on the ship. And that has really has been in place clear through then. But I really appreciate one of our Let's Go family members is going to be sailing on the November 29th sailing of the Enchanted Princess. And they had noticed that it had been sold out for a long time, that there were not cabins available to book. And then yesterday they were looking at it and noticed that a group of cabins on Deck 9 there, which Deck 9 has surely been used for quarantining on cruises, Princess cruises that I have been on since the restart, they were suddenly available for sale, just like a whole group. And so it made me look at some other cruises, and so I was trying to go through and just see what was available. And there are several cruises that I now see that there is a chunk of rooms available that you can book. And you might think, well, maybe it was a group that canceled. Well, usually groups would not be canceling that close. If a person in the group canceled, that's one thing, but the whole group isn't going to suddenly vanish. That's one thing. And another thing is it's not rare, but it would seem to me that that group of cabins is what we have so often seen set aside for quarantine. So anyway, I want to find out what any of you are experiencing. So no matter which cruise line you're on, when you are on board here, let us know if you find out if they are still having some quarantine cabins available. When we are on our Love Boat Cruise on October 22nd, I'm going to ask so that we'll know if they are still quarantining people. And if they're not, I wonder if they're still going to just have them do it in their cabin. That might be the way to do it now, but I'm very interested to find out about that. So thank you very much for letting us know. And like I said, I could not look at all cruises because there are so many, but I looked at a few and there are chunks of rooms available now for sale. So I thought I would let you know about that. Now, when it comes to getting your money back from the cruise line, I saw this story and I thought, I don't know if that matters. But the more I thought about it, I decided it does. So do you all remember earlier this summer, it happened to be the week that I was on the Koningsdam up in Alaska, the Norwegian Sun hit an iceberg up there. And it made it, and we actually got to see her. If you look back at my video, as we were coming into Juneau on that excursion that I went on that took us up to Sawyer Glacier, as we were coming in that afternoon, which was like, I think it was around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the Norwegian Sun was just leaving. So when she hit the iceberg, she went to Juneau so they could check her out, make sure she was safe, is my understanding, and then she left and slowly sailed back and she went all the way back down to Seattle, and then the passengers disembarked. Well, Norwegian told the passengers that they would get a full refund for that cruise since it had been interrupted that way. And I think that's pretty nice. They still got to go. So anyway, that's great. But there was a news story about a couple who said that they had only gotten back part of their full how the cruise line was supposed to refund your money and they had only gotten back part of it. And so they were so sad about that and upset about it that they contacted like, you know how, they have the Better Business Bureau, a type of group like that, who ended up talking to Norwegian and saying, you know what, they did not get all their money back because they were charged for some service charges, air, hotel, and shore excursion costs that were incurred prior to the incident occurring. So they took those costs out and then gave him the rest back. And so they said, you booked with a travel agency, so if you've got more questions, work through them. And Norwegian also said, the couple said they didn't think that the numbers still added up, so Norwegian said they would look at it again. And so the reason that I'm telling you this is when you go on a cruise, make sure that you keep really close tabs on everything. Make sure you know how much, of course, you know how much your cruise costs, but then everything else that you incur or that goes with that, and so that you're really clear on how much you've spent on everything so that you can sort it out if anything funny like that happens. And so it was a good reminder to me, because I think sometimes I think, oh, that part doesn't matter, I won't worry about that, but I'm going to keep closer tabs on all of that. And so if anything like this happens to us, then I'll kind of know what to expect a little bit better. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about today is I am wondering, so every week, and I should share it with you more, I get a list from Princess saying, what their great deals are, and I think that is awesome. I think it's very handy when I'm trying to help someone think of a cheap cruise coming up. But I was looking at the list this week, and it has a lot of sailings that are coming up really quick, like in November. It's got a couple that are out in January or February, but there are a lot in November. There's like Hawaii sailings, there are Caribbean sailings, there are like the Baja Peninsula and Sea of Cortez sailing, like that's December 28th. If you wanted to get on a cruise there during the Christmas break, that would be great, and it's on sale at a great price. And then I also wanted to let you know, if you want to go on a transatlantic, this is a great year to do it. Like, such a good year to do it, because the prices are amazing for the transatlantics, and they have a really nice variety of them. And so take a look if you have time. Like, that's a really good option. You can fly over, sightsee, and then take your time getting back and relax. I think that's just sounds rather perfect. So anyway, I just wanted to make you aware of that. And then my other thing that I think of it is with having cabins on sale, so much during, like, coming up so very soon, I am wondering if this is for Princess, if they're having a hard time filling their ships as full as they want them to be. But I'm also wondering if other cruise lines are experiencing the same thing. And when you look at the promos that are going on the different cruise lines, they have really good promos right now. And so I'm thinking maybe they all are just trying to fill up the rest of their rooms. So let me know what you think. I know that our Let's Go family member who was booked on the Enchanted Princess, I was just telling you about, we were talking about quarantine cabins. He mentioned that they last year got to sail at only 1,700 people on board, and so this year it will be pretty much full. And so that's it was really nice to sail with not so many people on board, because it was like having your own ship. But at the same time, it's good for cruise lines to have everybody back. But I just wanted to kind of let you know what's going on with that, and kind of get your input as you sail right now. Let us know how things are going. And we do have a Let's Go family member who is sailing from Hawaii right now. She's on the Carnival Miracle. And I really appreciated her letting us know how everything is going. She said that it's the Spirit class, so it is a smaller ship. But she said that the layout of the ship is really nice, because it makes it seem like a big ship. You don't feel like you're in a tiny space anywhere, that it's really nice. She said they have had a beautiful sailing. It only rained a little bit on one day, and that their visits to the island was wonderful. Then they've got 3 days back to Ensenada and then another day home. And so I just wanted to let you know that things are going very well on the Carnival Miracle. Yeah, it's the Miracle. Did I say magic? It's the Carnival Miracle. And so I very much appreciate that update. Thank you very much. And anyone else who is sailing now on any other cruise line, we would love to hear from you. I really like to keep up on what's going on board. One other quick thing that I wanted to let you know about is the American Cruise Lines has announced that their brand new ship, the American Symphony, is going to start doing her sailings along the Mississippi River. She was christened in Natchez, Cruise, Mississippi on August 30th of 2022, which is such a beautiful, beautiful place. And so she is starting to do her sailings. She'll be running them, they say, on the upper Mississippi, but of course she'll sail from New Orleans up to Minneapolis. And I just wanted to let you know about that, because I know we've got lots of Let's Go family members who enjoy going on lots of different kinds of cruises, and I think that sounds just absolutely spectacular. I would also say that I think the fall would be such a beautiful time to cruise the Mississippi River, because it wouldn't be quite so hot and humid, and also the leaves would be turning, and it is just so beautiful, and I think it would be a wonderful time to go, but you can go anytime you would like. So I was really excited that we've got another ship now sailing on the mighty Mississippi. Now, I wanted to let you know also that this evening we are planning to do our live. Gordon and I like to slide in an extra Friday Night Live whenever we can. And we are planning to start this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. If that changes, we will post a little note there on YouTube and let you know. But we're planning on 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'd love to have you join us. You can bring your questions. We talk about cruising and just have a really fun time together. And so if you have not subscribed yet, will you please subscribe? We'd love to having you in our Let's Go family, and it will help you stay up to date about everything you need to know if you're thinking about going on a cruise or you have a cruise booked. And then also, if you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? I really appreciate it, because it really actually does help us a lot. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.